Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. And we're going to enter Pitax. Oh, I should have Octavia here. Yeah, let's go grab Octavia. Where's my last save at? Direberg. Alright, yeah, let's go here. I know we're backtracking a little bit. I forgot about Octavia's quest, so we may as well bring her along. So let's teleport back to Tuskdale. Swap out him for her. Then, shoot, where's it? Direnar marches? Yeah, alright. And let's boogie woogie. Plus, Octavia is a really good companion, especially if you spec her as the Arcane Trickster. She's potent to say the least. Honestly, Lindsay has our haste taken care of. I don't really need more haste from her. More Sinking Clouds would probably be more beneficial. There we go. Nice and symmetrical. Then here, yeah, some more hastes. Why not? All these are really good. Cloud Kill is much better than whatever else I know what I was trying to say. Disintegrate, bunch of Hellfire Rays. Legendary Proportions. A couple of Invisibility Masses. Firebrand. How long does that last? 1 round per level. Should probably get 2 of those then. One of these. Get that for herself. Polar Ray is really good. Sea Mantle's okay. Just got a bunch of Polar Rays. Does she have any meta magic? She has. Alright, yeah, whatever. Alright, cool. Into Pitax we go. Approaching the city, we found the gates wide open. There was no one there to greet us. Enter the city. Doesn't sound suspicious at all. The gates are just open, no one to greet us. Just walking on in. That's how I used to, it's one of the strategies for Constantinople. Constantinople had multiple layers of walls, I believe 3. And basically if they were going to lose a wall, they would pull back and open up the gates, and they would just run into the gates. They'd close the gates behind them, and then they'd be stuck between these 2 walls in this killing field.
Please.
So a little bit of looting to do. There's Stefano. Let's quick save. There's gonna be a lot of talking in Pitax. So, we reached the climax of your tale at last. Admitting his failure, the brave but alas inept ruler delivers his crown into the hands of his wise old friend. At least that's how they'll write about it in the chronicles. And we both know that's the only thing that matters. You aren't the first, and you won't be the last, to lose all you possess to my master. But I must admit, you were a worthy adversary. If you knew what I know, you wouldn't stay loyal to Irovetti for long. Let me tell you something. Don't waste your breath. I already know everything that you know, and more besides. You can't convince me to join you, with flattery or threats, or any shocking scandal. You're right about one thing. Only one monarch will hold their crown by day's end, but it won't be Irovetti. You simply won't give up, even to the bitter end. How amusing. We shall see who prevails. Well, I have to go. Go now. My king is waiting. And I do have like a reluctant... Did I not open this up? A reluctant respect for Stefani.
It's just not my lucky day.
Done and done.
Dragon Slayer. Longspear. This weapon was forged for a paladin who swore to never shave his beard or trim his hair before he kills an evil dragon. He almost died when the dragon's breath set his fell of hair on fire, but Irovetti graced her champion with a miracle, instantly making him completely bald.
Anything else?
I'm not as worried about quick saving now, because I do have 2 trickery attempts per... Let's see. 38 and 37. Alright. There you are, Your Highness. Irovetti is expecting you to bend the knee, but I suspect you have other plans. Tell me about yourself. I'm the head of the Liakenza family in the Iron Fox Trade House. We ruled Pitax not long ago, before that scoundrel Irovetti seized the throne, and most of our property. Now the old families hold but a sliver of their former influence, but we still live on, quietly hoping for revenge. And what caused you to lose influence? It's a dark and sordid story, and I swear I'd give my life to learn the full truth of it. Pitax was founded by 4 families, and ruled by their 4 trade houses for centuries. We quarreled from time to time, of course, and property didn't always change hands peacefully, but none of us would dream of impinging on another family's lawful rights. And then Irovetti appeared. We underestimated him, thought him nothing more than another adventurer like the thousands of others in the region. He handled matters quickly and chaotically, with assets running through his fingers faster than chips at a card table. His wealth grew rapidly, and he still wasn't a big fish, for a while at least. He invited representatives from all the trade houses to play cards. No one really knows exactly what happened, but by morning, he owned most of their assets, including the crown. They suspected a rigged game and sent representatives from the families to discuss the matter with him. And then a wave of disappearances rolled across the city. My brothers, the former kings of Pitax, disappeared, along with many other honorable people. And Irovetti made it clear that the lives of his hostages would depend upon our obedience. He was king, and our wealth and power lay in ruins. Assuming I oppose Irovetti, will the old family support me? You can count on the help from the Liakenza family, but regarding the other trade houses, I've tried to unite them many times, but the stubborn fools would sooner die alone than triumph united. I have no idea what might bring them into line. What I'm going to tell you will persuade the other trade houses to join the rebellion. I'm all ears. All the members of old families kidnapped by Irovetti are dead. Their bones lie at the bottom of the underground pond at White Rose Abbey. By the gods, this is unheard of. I'll immediately dispatch my people to the Abbey and the other families. If this is true, then Irovetti will face blood vengeance from all the families. We'll have to go. Keep your eyes open. So you have to select each piece of evidence for the group that you're trying to convince to join your cause. I could have told him about the monsters or whatever, but he wouldn't care as much as if I told him about the families. Okay, no, we're gonna load this quick save. Whoopsies. It's probably gonna be like 1 gold or something in that darn chest. Yeah, all the old families of Pitax will join our cause. Hot dog. Let's quick save again.
In due time.
I won't let you down.
Alright, I'm gonna use her Ring of Law. This ring grants us wearer a +4 deflection bonus to armor class and immunity to confusion and fear. Only lawful characters can equip it. That doesn't increase my armor class, but it does give me the immunity to confusion and fear, which is just as good.
Applause, please.
But yeah, basically all the people that we talked to at the Rushlight tournament can be recruited to our cause here. Now we don't want to go over here yet. We do want to talk to this guy though. Remember, this guy didn't like Irovetti to begin with. Good day, Your Highness. For the moment at least. I didn't expect you to show your face here. Will you allow me to give you a piece of advice? What advice do you want to give me? There are two possibilities. Either you come to surrender to Irovetti, hoping for his mercy, or you're here to start a bloodbath in the streets, thinking that my guard won't stop you. My advice is the same in either case. Run. Canaria watches the elf with interest. I like him. I'd like him even more if he were dead. Who are you? Ursi Khaleesi, captain of the Pitaxian Guard. I'm the one responsible for keeping trouble off the streets, including struggles for power. Perhaps what I have to say will make you change your mind. Perhaps, but I wouldn't count on that. I know it's the city you're loyal to, not the king or his cronies. Well, I'm your only chance of saving Pitax from the Thieves Guild and the drug trade. Alright, so let me reload. Alright, so I did save right before I talked to him. Wasn't sure if I did. I think he also is convinced by the beasts comment, letting him know about the monsters that Irovetti was employing to attack my kingdom. Yeah, if you tell him, let's see. Yeah, proof that Irovetti intentionally bred monsters. I think he'll go for it. Anyway, succeeded at convincing him that I was his best chance. For some reason I believe you. Fine. I only pray this won't be the biggest mistake of my life. If you fight Irovetti, the city guard will be on your side. But you didn't hear this from me. Now go, before someone hears us. Alright, so now we have the city guard on our side. I thought the merchants were in this area. Maybe not. But yeah, you don't want to go towards the barricades yet. Did I not loot this? Oh, that's right, I reloaded. Alright, so now we have a couple of options. We can either go... We can go to the Lonely Mansion. Let's go ahead and take care of that. That's Octavia's quest. You should see the Marchioness. Marchioness.
I do what I must.
I'm not refined enough to know how that's pronounced. Marchioness Clarita della Fiorni. What is it? I wasn't expecting guests. A woman comes out of the back rooms in a dress that was once expensive, but is now moth-eaten and heavily mended. Her posture and gait give away a noble upbringing. She seems to be in her 40s, though some pain or suffering must have worn her beyond her years, leaving wrinkles across her face and gray in her hair. I am Marchioness Clarita della Fiorni. Welcome to my manor. I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you, nor do I have the honor of knowing you. To what do I owe the pleasure? Mother. Or hello, Mother. Octavia? Gods. My Octavia, is it really you? It's been so many years. The Marchioness steps forward to hug her daughter, tears in her eyes. But she stops when she sees Octavia's stony gaze. You're Octavia? You're? My last memory of you is selling me to the slave traders, and you dare to call me yours? Cruel words, but fair. Octavia, my child, let me tell you what happened. Afterward, you may decide on your own what to do, even if it means you never wish to see me again. All I need to be happy is to know you are safe and sound. I'm listening. Who was Octavia's father? A pathetic wretch and nothing more. A visiting elf swept a silly young girl off her feet, and then vanished as soon as he learned she was expecting. I care not even to say his name. And how did Octavia become a slave? My father, may his soul rest in peace, was a very stern man. Some would say cruel. When he found out I was expecting the child of some adventurer, he expelled me from the house and cut me off from any inheritance. I scraped by on my own for 3 years, sewing, teaching, and the like. But then father discovered he was dying, and the Delle Fiorni line would end. So he told me he would leave the full inheritance to me if I would only get rid of my disgrace, get rid of you. And so you did. Traded me for an inheritance. I see. No, it wasn't like that at all. I had a plan, to deceive him, you know? I made arrangements with the man from the Technic League. He was supposed to take you to Numeria, keep you there until my father died, and then bring you back. I was trying to do what I thought was best for you. Do you understand? I wanted you to grow up in your own manner, and luxury, rather than poverty. But once father was gone, the man from the Technic League said he didn't remember any such arrangements. He said he bought you, had already sold you, and had no idea where you were anymore. As far as I can tell, not one person in this family possesses the ability to think through the consequences of their actions. And why didn't you buy her back? I had no idea where she was. Octavia, believe me. I continued to look for you all these years. I spent all of the inheritance hiring sleuths and investigators to scour Numeria and the River Kingdoms for you, but you were nowhere to be found. The Marchioness wipes tears from her eyes. I knew you were still alive. I could feel it, and I never stopped searching. I just wanted to see you again, just once, to at least beg your forgiveness. And what do you say, Octavia? What is there to say? Mother, you're such a fool. Octavia sobs. You think we wouldn't have done fine without a title? I'd have grown up, learned some craft. We'd have been poor, probably, but at least we'd have been together. The Marchioness and Octavia hold each other tight. Will you stay? At least for a little while? There's so much to talk about. Isn't it dangerous for you here, though, with just a couple of servants? There's a lot of disquiet in Pitax right now, and trouble all around. Magical beasts, barbarians. I live in Conqueror's Keep now. Have you heard of it? It's recently established. Maybe you can move there. I'll be able to tell you what I've been doing all this time, and show you all that I've achieved. Conqueror's Keep? As you say, my child. I'll begin packing immediately. Octavia hugs her mother again. I'll be waiting for you. I'll give the order to pack and call for a carriage immediately. Alright, that's that. Let's,
Anything else? Applause, please. Applause, please.
Alright, that's Octavia's quest done. Now we still have to talk to her when we go back to the capital. Hopefully I remember to do so. Oh, it actually exited me out of Pitax. Okay. Alright, so next we get to the academy or to the port. I'm gonna go to the port. Actually, what I should do is exit and rest. No, I'm gonna exit, yeah. I have an idea. And it's a good idea, too. We're gonna rest. Advantage. We're gonna make some chocolate ice
Why
cream.
is Ragonga so Ragonga? I love him terribly, but can he be just a tiny bit less Ragongarian?
Ragungar. Let's call him Ragungar. Alright, now we have chocolate ice cream in our veins, in our system, for some important skill checks. But don't worry, we'll also be doing a lot of save scumming. Probably.
What troubles you?
And one of these adds to your... Okay, yeah.
I'm off.
So I'll explore the port real quick.
You should take a look.
Hello there, Flora Nusky. Ah, here you are. Came to do away with the scoundrel, right? I gathered what's left of the River Razors. We're a few. Every one of us dreams of gutting Irovetti. We will commence on your signal. Thank you, Elora. I'll need every sword. In this battle, everything is at stake. I know, I know. Heads will roll today, and with Hanspur's blessing, they won't be ours. Alright, I'm leaving. Keep your eyes open. So long. So she is the bandit leader that we spared at, I don't remember the name of the location.
Anything else?
Yes, I'm still here.
There we go. Alright, so we got two new items. Where are they at? It was that one and Prehistoric Tooth. Made from a tooth of an unknown ancient beast, this dagger lets it keep biting long after its death. It's a +4 necrotic burst punching dagger. And then we also got River Fox's Memento Pendant. Alright, the memories flood you as soon as you touch the pendant. As the young girl began to walk away, a heartbreaking sight caught the corner of her eye. She turned around to see her favorite poet, Topper Red, alone on the stairs of the Fallen Star Tavern with a bottle of spirits. He looked up at her, and their eyes met for a long while. He tilted his head and began at that moment, she felt, to analyze her. Perhaps he was trying to get one good, long look in order to remember her. A moment later, a cart came in between them. When it had passed, he was gone. He left on the stairs a half-empty bottle of drink, a pendant depicting a silver fox, and a letter. She looked around for him, but he was nowhere in sight. She approached the stairs and carefully picked up the letter that was, to her surprise, addressed to her. It read, Savala, that which Caden blesses true, brings great mischievous joy to you. Topper Red. The wearer gets a +5 confidence bonus, mobility, and trickery checks, and deals an additional 1-6 damage to all flanked opponents, denying their opponent's dexterity bonus as per sneak attack. This damage is increased by an initial 36 against targets that aren't in combat. I don't know who that'd be best on. Probably no one in my party.
I'm there.
Oh, how's that go away? Reflex save.
I see something.
What do you see? Where's Karn for real? Oh, a merchant. Best wares in all the River Kingdoms. Don't ask me where I get them. Just ask me how much. Path to Splendid Glory. Well, I'm glad he's selling it. Huh, I still have that. Now we're gonna hold off going into the tavern for right now. Because that's where we're gonna get millions of experience. It's pretty ridiculous. I don't know if they've changed it or not. Probably not. Let's talk to Karn for real. If you remember, he's the drug peddler in the quote-unquote Thieves Guild. Gripping the handle of his dagger, the gnome sizes you up with his dim, shifty eyes. You! What are you doing here? We can't be seen together. Don't come any closer or I'll slit your throat. Have we met? Who are you? We haven't and we shouldn't. I'm a plain, honest trader. What do you want from me? Listen to me. What can you say to me? I don't believe a single word you say. Listen carefully. I'm going to the palace to get Irovetti. What I do with you after that depends on whose side you fight on. The gnome is shivering. His eyes shift and his teeth chatter. Finally he nods. Good, good. The Thieves Guild is on your side. Now leave. There are spies everywhere. Don't even think you can trick me. My people are watching you. I had no idea you could actually convince him to side with you. Interesting. First mate, Weller. A dark-haired, middle-aged man with a sailor's gait, trim beard, and a grumpy face is blocking your way. Sir, my name is Weller, and it is my honor to serve as first mate aboard the pirate ship called the Prestigious. I'd like to ask you for a favor. Help me save my merry crew of sea dogs from drowning in the bottoms of their bottles. Can I count on your help? Without you, my crew would drown in drunkenness and decadence. And what's your problem? Weller grimly points at the drunken pirates. There. Our crew is placed in order. A wizard named Blakemore agreed to create a certain grimoire for us. A book, but more, a masterpiece of art. We're supposed to meet him at this tavern, several days ago. But he hasn't shown up. Worse, we have no idea where we should look for him. Blakemore is an extraordinary man full of amazing stories, but he's jealous of his solitude. In truth, the whole crew stays here drinking, waiting for him for days upon days. If it goes on like that, why, we'll lose our image as honest pirates. What respected client would want to hire us then? It's long past time for us to set sail, but Captain Martin will hear nothing of it. He won't leave without the book. I need your help. I have to overthrow the captain and take command. But I'm not the most popular man in the crew. If Martin is like an amusing and irresponsible father for the sailors, I'm the strict mother ready to put her rolling pin to use. I need someone who can persuade the sailors to take my side. There aren't many who support me now, just those who want to fill our sails with southern winds. It's true, we live in an age of decline and decadence. I'd wager you're curious what you'll stand to gain. I'll answer you. Robbing raids are a thing of the past for this ship and her crew. We'll dedicate ourselves to trading elite art pieces. This is a highly profitable business, and that's just as true for anyone drawing taxes from our vessel. If you help me, then after I become captain, I'll pursue this business under your banner. Well, this will only work if I'm captain. I can't speak for Martin. He's always preferred robbery over honest trade. Aren't you worried that I might reveal your plans to the captain? No, I'm not. For many years I've kept this crew afloat, both our ship and our business. If I don't overthrow the captain, in a few weeks there won't be any crew left. Answer me this about Blakemore and the grimoire. I'm ready to tell you whatever you wish, if it helps you to help us. Tell me about the grimoire. Riller spits grimly. Not much to be told. It's a book, it's big and beautiful, covered with calligraphy. Knowing Blakemore, I bet it's full of magical surprises. But its main value lies in the perfection of the visual aesthetics. Weller smirks. I sound like an artist, don't I? As you can see, throughout the years, I've become well versed in matters of art. I've practically grown to love it. And who is this Blakemore? I've heard many accounts, and I don't believe any of them. Let's just say Blakemore is a living phenomenon. If you listen to him for 5 minutes, you'll hear the most impossible stories any dreamer's mind could ever produce. But at the same time, he's an extraordinarily gifted wizard and a skilled artist. I can attest to that personally, I'm pleased to say. I've got a question about your line of work. What exactly would you like to know? Tell me about your ship, the Prestigious. You won't find a more glorious pirate ship anywhere. We're not some pathetic bandits who attack fishermen and cargo ships full of cabbages. The Prestigious chases only art. Pieces of art, I mean. I was never a big admirer of art, but when I learned how much the nobles are willing to pay for it, their aesthetics and beauty just overwhelmed me. Usually, we've been selling most of our loot to the King Irovetti. Speaking of which, Blakemore's grimoire was commissioned by Irovetti too. And how did you become a pirate? It's a long story. Once I was a yeoman in Roslyn, but when House Rogarvia, when all those things happened with House Rogarvia, I raised anchor and took off in an instant. I could feel upheaval coming, just like I can feel the wind shift northwest at midnight. Back in Deadbridge, I met Captain Martin, who was recruiting a new crew. The new crew grew soon to believe that it was my responsibility to arrange things. To manage everything. The captain is good at strategic planning, but he's not so skilled in questions of discipline. On the Prestigious, I listen to the captain, and the crew listens to me. But it only works so long as I don't contradict Martin. Right, well, we'll talk later. I'm counting on you. Fair winds. A grumpy halfling tavern keeper stares at you gloomily. His voice sounds indifferent as he recites his memorized greeting. Greetings from the best tavern in Pitax. How may I help you? I need some supplies for the long road. Welcome, if you got some coins in your pocket, or welcome if you got some coins in your pockets. Arcane Protector. Fly Swatter. Some Masterwork stuff. It sells emeralds too. Interesting. Whimsical berry. Vrask's tools. Why does he have those? Okay. Alright, how are you doing? Your guests behaving themselves? Has my good sir tragically lost his eyesight? Can't you see what's going on? The pirates will soon tear this tavern apart, board by board, and the guardsmen don't dare come in here. And how are things going in the city? How can they go? King Irovetti rules, painters paint, sailors drink, travelers roam the streets, bards compose their trifles. Everyone finding something to do, all to avoid doing anything. Can I rest here? You can if you have the coin. If you don't, well, I'm not running charity here. 10 gold. Alright. I'm not going to talk to Martin yet. I want to figure out if I can do things in a certain order in order to get everything out of this quest line. Because last time I did one series of events and I didn't get one of the rewards that I'd like to have.
Follow if you dare.
Can I go upstairs? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's see. We'll talk to Blootman real quick. It's a quick save. A grim man with long brown hair and an unpleasant face is drinking in the corner, alone. He doesn't seem to be pleased with your attention. What do you want, mister? Who are you? And who are you? I'm a pirate. A sailor on the Prestigious. Just a sailor. Sailor Blutman, if it pleases you. Satisfied? What do you think of your stay ashore? Haha, we should never have relied on Blakemore's punctuality. He's a special person, that one. I never expect him to know what time it is. As for me, I don't care so long as there's enough beer. You talk about Blakemore with such confidence. Do you know him well? Bloodman winces, realizing that he said more than he intended. By the Kraken. Okay, just stop yelling. Please lower your voice, mister. I'll tell you, but it's just between the two of us, okay? I was Blakemore's apprentice after I replaced his former servant, a deaf-mute kobold. I used to visit him. He even gave me the key to his hideout. But now, some of them, mostly First Mate Weller, are angry with Blakemore. They find out that I'm friends with him. They'll pay him a visit and take that stupid book. And Blakemore, he very much dislikes intrusions. And where does he live? Why should I tell you? Like I just said, Blakemore doesn't like guests. Because I will help you set sail again. That's quite an offer. You rarely meet a stranger who cares so much about your own concerns. In the blink of an eye, the sailor pulls out a map and pokes it with his finger. It's here. Alright, well, give me the key. This is my key. Why would I give it to you, oh curious one? Because you don't want to die of old age in this tavern. I was told by Circus fortune teller that I would die at sea, during a storm. It's calm today, so I'll live for now. Because the crew is drunk and they won't notice if I break your neck. That's an interesting argument. It's true. I prefer to die at sea. Blutman gives you the key. Alright. Why are you sitting here alone? Because I don't need company. That's a hint in case you didn't notice. Sailor sighs heavily. Why is it when a person drinks alone, everyone wants to join him? Over there's a whole crew of sailors, eager to share their tales. Alright, farewell. Alright, so we just got a lot more experience. And that's not even the beginning, that's not the tip of the iceberg. When we talk to this guy, we, like, millions of experience. I want to say, I think he get like 2 million experience. So we might level up twice, because we're close to leveling up as it is. Like, we get a lot of experience talking to this guy. I'm really excited about it. And then with Lindsay's Inspire Competence going, whew, we're in for a treat. Does he not have... I thought I had something that gave me... Regardless, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll talk to Martin, maybe? Because if there's Martin, then, if you remember, I never explored that place called the Middle of Nowhere. That's where Blakemore resides. If I play my cards right, I should be able to get all the experience from Martin and get the Grimoire for myself. But we'll see. Hopefully it works out. Last time I got all the experience from Martin, but I didn't get the Grimoire. Even though I did go help write the Grimoire. But we'll get to that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.